This is Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, and I'm here to let everybody know that in light of the recent scandal with the American DNC, I've decided to rename my band Smashing Hard Drives. I think that would be better because my original plan was to rename my band Smashing Hard Drives and attempting to flee the country after funneling hundreds of thousands of dollars to Pakistan only to be intercepted by the FBI. But I just truncated it to Smashing Hard Drives. So I hope you enjoy listening to my music. So, yeah, I'm sure I had everybody fooled. Yeah, it's not Billy Corgan, it's me, Craig. I get that a lot. And ever since I was in high school, when Smashing Pumpkins was big in the early 90s. Anyhow, so got a lot of neat crap to talk about. This is the end of July, and a lot of stuff has happened. So, first things first is I went to visit HobbyLink Japan. I've gotten to know Brian. If you watch the HLJ videos on YouTube, he's the guy who's done a lot of the boss builds, and so I've had this standing invitation for the past several years to come visit HobbyLink Japan, and so I got to do it, and I was allowed to take my camera with me. So here is the video that I took from HobbyLink Japan, so enjoy. Here's an external shot of the building. Unfortunately, the autofocus on my camera wasn't working right, and I didn't realize it till it was too late. I was told that Scott Hartz designed this building himself, and it's really cool looking, really futuristic, angular, and you can park bicycles underneath there, so that's kind of cool. It has a dual purpose. Brian is showing me here his vinyl Hulk. I believe that was Dragon that made these, and there's the unpainted and the painted. So here's a photo booth where they take pictures of stuff, and here is the room where they do the Gunpla TV episodes. It hasn't been used in a while because Sid has relocated, so they haven't been doing any of their episodes in a while. Okay, so here is the wonderful, neat treasure trove. This is the HobbyLink Japan warehouse, and this is really cool. So this is just a brief walkthrough to show you how big it is. Lots of models. It would have taken quite a long time to video all of the shelves, but this just gives you just an idea how big it is. There are some areas that I go back and do video of, but I don't know, these are just smaller things that are in different boxes here. Here are all of the scale models there, and check this out. This is an RE Yamato, really large box. Magazines, hobby magazines and such. I was surprised that they had manga and such as well. And turning around, here are more shelves of inventory. This is mostly all of the foreign, outside of Japan stuff. So you got a lot of MPC, AMT cars. I think there was some Star Wars toys. And that's, here we go. This is some neat stuff here I kind of focused in on. Here's some Wave Macross kits. There's the Bandai. Here are some Plum kits. These are Valken and Lanos. And the R-Type funnel that I'm working on. Lots of neat stuff here. And that was Plamax. That's that Pacific Rim. I'd never seen that in person. This is my first time seeing that. Lots of Plamax stuff here. There's Dragon Ball. And Yokai Watch. My daughter has kind of lost interest in Yokai Watch. So, oh well. I won't be buying her any more of those models. Gundam stuff. I don't know. This is a Unicorn. This is a Master Grade stuff. I'm sure a lot of the Gundam aficionados will recognize these boxes. I didn't really linger too long, but that Rick Diaz is pretty cool. Pat Labor. Nice. I have that kit. So I'm sure Gundam's probably their biggest seller, I believe. There you go. Version 2.0 Gundam Master Grade. And I would imagine that HLJ probably sells a lot of foreign model kits more than other online retailers in Japan, you know, for domestic sales. This is Frame Arm Girls stuff here. Unfortunately, my autofocus isn't working right again. Oh, this is really cool. Legend of Valkyrie. This is by Kotobukiya from the game. I'd like to get that kit eventually. That's pretty cool. Little figure kit. And, yeah, unfortunately, this is not in focus. The Russians hacked my camera. Oh my gosh, the Russians. It's all their fault. The Russian leprechauns. They're everywhere. Oh, this is a standalone complex, Ghost in the Shell. Pretty neat. I haven't really seen much of the anime standalone complex, but so from what I've seen, I like it a lot better than the movies. That was I just showed you some Super Robot Tyson. This is Mobius Battlestar Galactica. I really want this model kit. Oh my gosh, and the new Moonbus, as I thought that was really cool. The Wave makes those really neat arcade cabinets. There's Taiko no Tatsujin. And this shelf, I think, is for people's private stashes, if I'm not mistaken. At least, maybe over here. That's what this is, maybe. Some bobblehead stuff. There's a Star Trek AMT kit. This is the Enterprise E, the larger scale kit. I'm not sure how to light that up. I haven't really seen the parts. And here's the Enterprise D with the clear. Oh my gosh, no, this is cool. I did not know this existed until this day. And this is the Death Smiles garage kit by R.C. Berg. Now, here, I'm going to take a look inside. I believe this actually belongs to a customer. This is their private thing, so I didn't really screw around with it too much. But you have the decals for the eyes. All of the resin comes in pre-colored resin, all the parts. So that is so cool. And apparently this goes for a lot of money already. R.C. Berg does a lot of shmup-related resin kits. Here's the new Andromeda from 2202 Yamato. Got some legacy kits as well as 2199. There's the Unagi, the Space Fleet. There's some more legacy stuff. And Yamato. Yay. Oh, this is really cool. This is not Esco. This is by a company called Aquamarine. They mostly do anime figures, but they're getting into the whole anime figure, or the anime related kits. This is the new Dreadnought. This is really cool looking. I wouldn't mind getting the old Legacy kit of that though, but it's out of print now. And here's where they have a whole bunch of paints. They're kind of out of stock with a lot of their paints apparently. At least on the day that I was here, so I didn't really ask about like the logistics of, you know, how often they get their paints. But there's a Cosmo Zero paint set, a lot of Yamato paint sets. Unfortunately, all of you outside of Japan will not be able to order those kits. Here's Vallejo. They actually stock Vallejo. That's not something I see in hobby shops very commonly. Maybe if you go to real specialty shops, but there's some Humbrol paints. They import those. There's a whole bunch of different supplies and tools. Supplies! And Metal Slug. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I saw this and I thought that was neat. So yeah, this is pretty much the end of the video. This was just a really cool experience, and I've seen this warehouse in some of the HLJ videos on their YouTube channel. There's some sexy anime girls. I don't know who she's from, but I thought she was pretty cool looking. I'm really out of it when it comes to anime, so that was a really fun day, and I've always wanted to visit HLJ for quite a while. That was a really fun experience, and I have seen videos on their YouTube channel, and it was really cool seeing that the room where they do their Gunpla TV episodes, because I kind of figured it was a small little room, and yeah, it was. So I actually got to go there, and that was pretty cool. So anyhow, oh yeah, this is something cool that Brian has given me a little tip about. This is available at Daiso. This is, it says made in Japan even. This is liquid resin, UV liquid resin, craft resin. And it comes in this little tube. And this stuff is it hardens in the sunlight. So you just set it out in the sun for at least a half hour or more, and then the UV will harden it. I've done it on cloudy days when it's been kind of rainy, and it doesn't really harden very well that way. But if you have direct sunlight, then this is the way to go. So I'm going to show you what I've kind of tinkered around with this so far with my daughter. This stuff costs only 100 yen because I bought it at a 100 yen shop, duh. Now this is made in Japan, as you can see right here. UV liquid craft resin. Okay, so this comes in a little squeeze tube, and it says on the box here, the back of the package says not a toy, blah blah blah. Remove cap and squeeze the contents. It says hardens in sunlight. It hardens in direct sunlight in 5 to 30 minutes, depending on the season, temperature, and thickness of the resin. So, this is a little mold I got. This was being sold pretty much right next to in the store. And so you just pop it out of the mold. And here you go. Crystal clear resin. Now, I did have some bubbles here in some of these pieces, unfortunately, but overall this is really cool. So you hear that? It's hard, and turns out it looks really nice, I think. So yeah, neat stuff. No mixing, no math at all, no weighing it, no one part and two part, put together. or anything like that. It's just squeeze it out, and the sunlight is what causes it to harden. So really cool stuff, and I get to play with this with my daughter, and of course I can use it for other stuff as well. Tee-hee-hee. And it comes in different colors. This is just the regular clear, obviously, but it does come in different colors. So you know, they have like red and blue and green and stuff like that. So very neat. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of a tiny bubble right there when it dried, but for the most part, though, this is pretty cool stuff. Okay, so neat stuff, huh? This is something called Sukeru-kun, and this is a resin. I guess people say it's resin, and it's a clear drying clay. And I have this other stuff that you paint onto it. Where did it go? Yeah, here it is. It is made to work in conjunction. It's kind of like you just kind of paint it onto it after it dries, and it helps to enhance the clear properties of Sukeru-kun. And they sell this on HobbyLink Japan. For you outside of Japan, I don't know if you can get this or not because it's liquid. But just for example here, I just crammed a bunch of this clear clay onto an LED here, and watch this. So I kind of made this little light socket with this LED, and it causes this whole area to glow. Isn't that cool? That is super neato, I think. There are implications for this, and I'm still just getting ideas about this, but you can kind of, you know, create like a wraparound, like in a canopy or like instrumentation and such, and have the light going through there. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So something else, actually. Jared, Rebels at Cloud9, he asked on his last video to have other people spread the word. So if you watch Rebels at Cloud9's videos and you live in a country that it's saying that it's being, the videos are being blocked in your country, he says he has no control over that. He doesn't know why those videos are being blocked, but he said, don't take it personal. There's no way that he knows of to block countries, and I know for me, for example, I have no idea how to block countries at all. I don't know, never really thought about it, but I kind of did tinker around with it. I never saw anything about that at all. Maybe perhaps the music he's put in there is causing it to be restricted in different countries, but I think all of the music he uses are just like royalty-free music in his videos, so I don't know why things are being blocked like that. That's kind of strange. So, what else could we talk about? Hey, I know. Let's talk about plastic models.
Plastic models.
Sorry, maybe that kind of freaked some people out, but the dining room video, I've been wanting to do some sort of a spoof of that somehow on my channel for a while now. I did a spoof on the I Feel Fantastic video with the C-3PO by Bandai, but I've always kind of wanted to work into the whole dining room there is nothing video into my channel somehow. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Probably I'm the only one who really enjoyed that. So yeah, plastic models. Okay, so when I went to HobbyLink Japan, and actually I visited there after I visited Beaver. So Beaver is owned by Scott Hards. He does both of those those businesses, and so I went to Beaver first, and basically most of the stuff that they handle are foreign, like Airfix, Edward, Revell, a whole bunch of different foreign-made plastic models that they imported and distributed in Japan. So anyhow, I got some stuff. He gave me some free stuff. So first I'll show you this. This is the Airfix stand, and it comes with two of them, which is cool because this is a big box. It'd be kind of wasteful if there's only one in here. And yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, thanks, Brian. Okay, so I got a few other boxes here. This is the U.S. Navy's X-47B. This is a drone. And also, I got this. I've never seen this before until maybe a couple of months ago. Somebody on Starship Modeler had posted about this. This is an Airfix model that is an anime license, and this is from the Anime Stratos 4. This is the TSR 2MS. Let's take a look at both of these models right now, okay? So, by Freedom Model Kits, which is based in Taiwan, this is the X-47B in 1/48 scale. This is a drone, and I believe this was going to begin service in 2018, I believe. And so, yeah, it is a drone, and it said that when President Obama first saw this, the plans for this, he was really excited and was said about something like, oh, hey, just think of all the innocent Pakistani children I can bomb to death with this. And they said, well, no, sorry, Mr. President, this isn't going to be used until the year 2018 or so. And Obama just clutched his Nobel Peace Prize and just kind of cried and said, oh, crap. And then he soaked his pillow in tears that night because he was really looking forward to more collateral damage, dropping bombs on everybody. Because that's what you do when you have a Peace Prize. So, let's take a look at the pieces here. So, Freedom Model Kits, they have these really great 1/48 scale F-20 Tiger Shark models, and those are really cool. It's kind of like a what if kind of a thing, like if they had rolled out with the F-20 Tiger Shark instead of the F-16 Falcon instead, what are the implications of that? So they've made a few of those so far, but that's what I was really excited about. But hey, this is pretty cool too. So here we have, again, this is 1/48 scale, so the sprues are really large. So obviously this is the top half of the drone. I'm not going to take this out of the plastic just yet. I'm just kind of looking at stuff here. So, and this is the bottom part with the bomb doors and such, apparently. And that's what these must be here. So, decent panel lining. Lots of rivets all over there. Feel free to count them if you'd like. So, yeah, lots of large parts. And here is the bag with all the ordnance. And it looks like this is the turbines here, the engines and such. And got the landing gear, wheels. So, neat stuff. Comes with a little bit of photo etch. And here are the decals. I like that bird. That's pretty cool. You can choose. Gosh. Alright, yeah, so this is developed by Northrop Grumman. They have the Nimitz, the Dwight D. Eisenhower, Carl Vinson, Theodore Roosevelt, and yeah, a whole bunch of. They got the George Washington, John C. Stennis. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Harry S. Truman, Ronald Reagan, and oh look, Mr. CIA himself, George H.W. Bush. Isn't that great? Oh my. Alright, so lock them up. There we go. Freedom model kits. So here are the decal. What the hell is this? Sponsors? Looks like a racing car sponsors. What the hell? Goodrich? What is that? What am I looking at here? Honeywell? Did they really put that onto fighter jets these days? Pardon my ignorance, but that's just kind of weird. Oh, nothing in here. Alright. And the instructions are made out of paper, printed with ink. Oh my gosh. What do they think up next? Alright, so I'm going to show you what I was already starting to dig into because I thought it was pretty cool. Okay, let's take this away and I'll show you. This is the Airfix kit I showed you just now. This is from Stratos 4. This is the only anime license that Airfix has as far as I know. And it comes with 2 pilot figures. So Airfix had originally done the TSR-2, which is a prototype interceptor plane from the 60s from the British, the Royal Air Force. And so in this anime they use these, but they've been upgraded somehow. So this has extra parts. So you actually have a different cockpit here. You can build this as the original, or of course build it as the anime version. So yeah, the girls kind of ride him like motorcycles. That's pretty cool. So let's take a look inside here real quick. Okay, so as with other Airfix kits, the box only opens from the side. Here is a stand, and I believe this is identical to the other stand, the package that I got. So here we have instructions for the anime version and the original version from the 60s here. Now it has, again, you know, Airfix is great. I mean, I'm not gonna bash them or anything, but the painting instructions are rather half-assed. I'm just not used to that. I'm used to the really thorough painting instructions from Japanese companies, I guess. And these are all in Humbrol colors, and I know that HLJ sells Humbrol paints, but I'm not getting into Humbrol. No, thank you. There's so many other paints that are more widely available in Japan. So, oh yeah, the decals I placed them in here. So yeah, it has the decals for the 2 jets that are featured in the anime, and it also has for the original British prototype. So it has, let me take the stuff out of the bag here, rather large fuselage here, and what you would do is cut this part here, and it's just going to be one long cockpit, and you can have it posed open if you'd like to show the girls But yeah, you're gonna have to bust that, cut that off, and file it down. I don't know why, but Airfix model kit plastic just feels so nice. I don't know why that is. I believe this is the original cockpit here, and it has like this big gibungous missile. You have two different missiles to choose from. Here is the new cockpit here, and this is where they ride on there. And here are the girls without the arms attached. You have to do that yourself. But yeah, these are definitely female pilots because they have boobs. And where is the sprue with the original? Yeah, so I guess I wouldn't be using this if I build, you know, as the anime version. This has the original seats, the ejection seats and such, and the original pilots. So I don't believe I would be using this sprue. I would only just be using this other stuff. There might be things in here that I might use. I don't know. Yeah. And lastly, here are like the back thrusters and such. Yeah, I think I could probably light these up pretty easily. You just drill holes through here, and there you go. So yeah, neat stuff. I went ahead and got this. I had a whole bunch of Yodobashi points saved up, so I ended up buying this F8E Crusader for only like 500 yen plus some extra change or so. But yeah, it was basically about 500 yen. So this was a really cool kit that I've been wanting to get, and you know, I decided to just go ahead and blow my my store credit on that. So they have a really nice point system. So let me open this up real quick. I went ahead and I got maskings for the cockpit, the canopy here. Very much appreciated. Yeah, slide these underneath here. I've already actually taken out some of these pieces, and I think I might start just clipping them off and doing some test fits. I do want to light this up, and I have not touched my SR-71 Blackbird yet at all. But with this kit, I have this resin unicorn here, this Area 88 unicorn. I bought this at Wonder Festival in Japan a few years ago, and I want to kind of make a base with this and then have this on the base, and of course paint this up and such. I think that'll be a really cool idea. Now they have clear parts for the lights and such on the wings, and so please let me know, okay? The instructions here say to cut out oh, what parts are they? Oh yeah, they're in here. They're in this bag here. Okay, so on the wing tips, what you would do is cut this off at a 90-degree angle here, and then you would put the clear parts on here. I think what I could do is drill from behind, because it is fairly thick, and hopefully I might be able to put a tiny little SMD in here. And then, because this is not in halves, this is just one solid piece, I'd have to drill in there somehow. And this fits onto the front of the wing here. And I believe this is another light here. The instructions call for this to be colored the same as the light, so I believe this is also a light. It must have two different lights on either wingtip here. If you are really familiar with FAE Crusaders, please let me know. So this is the main fighter from the Vietnam War, and it is the first jet fighter that the protagonist from Area 88, Shin Kazama, he pilots, and eventually he gets shot down, and then he upgrades to F-20 Tiger Shark. However, in the manga, he flies a bunch of other things as well, and you know, like the Draken model kit that I already have. So yeah, clear parts, and it has the little clear parts for the lights and such. I'd like to try see if I can light up. That would be pretty cool, lighting up a non-sci-fi kit, and that's why I want to get started with that SR-71 Blackbird, although I have not touched it yet. So I got a package from Plum. Actually, I had pre-ordered a kit directly from their store a few months ago, and probably more than just a few months ago, as maybe about 4 or 5 months, and it's finally here. So I'm going to show you what's inside. So here's the package from Plum. I pre-ordered this. I've been waiting for a couple years for this kit already, and it is finally here. It's finally made available. This is, you're probably thinking, oh, what the hell is this? This is from the movie Royal Space Force, The Wings of Honneamise. And this is the propeller fighter plane from the northern country. It would be nice if they had the if they would eventually make like the jet fighter from the southern country in the movie, but knowing Plum, that's not going to happen. But this is such a cool thing anyways, though. So I got two. One is for my friend, and this right here, this is a special actually from Plum. I don't know if you buy this from anywhere else that you won't get the pilot figure. I'm not sure. But yeah, Gynax. Got the little foil, glittery sticker there in the corner. So let's look at actually other stuff here. What do we got? Oh, this is the racing. Yeah, see, they have race cars, and you can actually see them parked out in front of the Plum office. That's pretty cool. I've taken pictures of it. Eventually I'll share that eventually, I guess. So anyhow, just random flyers. Now this is cool here. Winter. Alright, so here are more of the scaffolding here for the that's cool, for doing the concerts and such or whatever, for the little figures. Okay, so here is the fighter I just showed you. This is Twin Bee. This is coming out pretty soon. And Gradius 3 and 4, Vic Viper. Actually, this is a Gradius 4 Vic Viper plastic model kit. Years and years ago, a company called Atelier Sai had released a whole series of Vic Vipers from Gradius, and they did not know how to make a decent plastic model, and those models were just no good. The plastic was no good, the fit was no good, just everything about it was just kind of bleh. So it's cool to see Plum doing something like this. On the back, we got some anime figures, Idolmaster. See, I don't even recognize a lot of this stuff here. Fate Grand Order. I don't know. I'm out of it. I don't know anime very much anymore. And there's my receipt, which you don't care about. Alright, let's take a look inside the box. Actually, this box doesn't need to be so big, but this is their standard box. Their other boxes are the same size. What else do we have here? Alright, this is a nice photo. And here you see some still images from the movie. And here you are. Got a little ladder there. And this is that standard looking stand like I have with the R-Type kit. Alright. Let's get closer here. Closer? Yes, closer. Alright, so, oh, here's the figure. Isn't that great? There's your little guy here. Ah. Lots of clear parts for the canopy. And this is for the stand, I believe. Here. Stand. Yeah, this is identical to the R-Type ship. Okay, so this is the canopy parts. No idea. Oh, I think there's this is the engine cowling or something like that. So nice little vents there, I guess. Here's the ladder. Here's the seat that goes in the cockpit. Very cool. I saw this kit was announced maybe at least 2, possibly 3 years ago. At least 2 years ago at the Summer Wonder Festival. And I was really happy to see that. So yeah, finally I have it. It has been released. Here are the propellers. These are really cool. Really nasty looking propellers. These are really cool. And I don't know what this is. Maybe these are the landing gears, I guess. And the sides of the fuselage. So this movie is really cool because it's kind of like, you know, what if they had put the first man in space with 1940s technology rather than 1960s. It's pretty cool stuff. So there you go. Alright, so next we have the wings. The wings come in 2 halves. I think these are the ailerons. These are not in halves. These are just full pieces. So what do we have here? Oh, here's a color guide. So the pilot is in ABS plastic. Okay. That's kind of standard, I guess. I think a lot of kits, they make the pilots and such with ABS or the figures. So, you have the color guides. And so you got magenta, maroon, white, shine red, black. These are in Mr. Color call-outs here. So you got the above and below views of the airplane. So this tan, yellow, sandy color is a mixture of yellow, white, wood brown, and black. And so the white, just a bit of cobalt blue and a little bit of neutral gray to do the white parts. No decals to be seen.
As always, you'll be starting out doing the cockpit, and then fit the two halves of the fuselage on there, and then attach the wings. If you want to use the stand, you have to drill a little hole in the bottom. So, very cool. Very awesome movie too. If you've never seen it, you need to. It's really great. I would really recommend it. Even if you're not really into anime so much, this is one of those really well made movies that stand alone as just an animated movie and not so much anime. So it's a serious movie about, you know, putting the first man into space. There's no girl pilots or anything like that. It's just a science fiction alternate reality, kind of like a different world, and it's really cool. So I have started working on this model kit here. This is the Tiger model, Curtis P40 Warhawk, and this is what I've gotten done so far. Just painted the bottom, and you know, it's been primed here, and I just painted the bottom here, and of course the cockpit as well. So yeah, I am a big fan of the Flying Tigers ever since I was in junior high, and I've recently bought a book on the Flying Tigers, and I'd like to read that because it's been a long time since I've really studied the history. So I've watched some documentaries and such, especially on YouTube. So anyhow, this is number 47, which is really cool because typically it seems that the most popular is number 68. This is Charles Older, and he was the big ace from the Flying Tigers. And so the Airfix kit here, this was flown by Charles Older. This Academy as well, this is also number 68 here, Charles Older, you know, of the Hells Angels division. This is number 47. Now I had to look it up. Now Tex Hill is actually number 48. Number 47 was flown by Robert Smith. And Robert Smith is the one who had taken a lot of photographs, and there was a real famous photograph that he took just, you know, one-handing it from his own canopy, from his own cockpit of his airplane. So the decals, I've already done, like the instrumentation and such. I'm not going to show you that though, because it's all you know, it's all taped up right now. But yeah, this is number 47. So Tiger model is in China, and this is really cool because the whole box is in color. I thought that's really great. That's pretty classy. So you will be seeing a video of this fairly shortly. I've already started working on this. Now it is summertime, and I would like to get back to working on the VW bus by Hasegawa, the Eggplane Girls, because it is a summer themed kit. So I started a little bit on that, but I don't know, I just need to find the time to get back into that. So request from my friend Mick in the UK. He has ordered a whole bunch of these V-color paints. Now these V-color, these are specifically for soft vinyl, and he asked for a little demonstration, so I will show that to you right now. Here's a scrap piece of soft vinyl that I had painted just for experimenting with. You can see here, rolling this around, it doesn't really crack very much at all. Now if I really stress it, then yeah, you do get some cracks here, okay? But for the most part, though, it remains pretty flexible. So what I'll show you real quick here. This is V-Color thinner. This is the proprietary thinner you use, and I'm going to just put some in the airbrush here. Okay, and I'm going to add in some light gray. Okay, just going to stir this up. There. And then just add it a little bit to the mixture here. I just want the consistency of gray, or sorry, the consistency of milk is what I need here. There. Pretty milky. Okay. There. Okay. Get this out of the way. So I'm going to put my mask on here. There we go. So as you can see, it goes on top of a darker color really easily. And looks pretty nice here. So I'm just going to let this dry and come back to it. What I've done here is her tube top here, and I'm thinking I might do some pre-shading here. So maybe just kind of go in here like really fine. I think maybe a bluer color would be better for this. Yeah, I'm going to add some blue. Okay, so for the sake of some pre-shading, I'm going to do a touch of blue here. Right. There we go. Okay. Looking really nice. So I'm going to go back over this with the white, of course. There. So yeah, it's okay if I make a mistake. Doesn't matter because I'm just doing pre-shading anyways. So there you go. So, like for example, doing the dress here, could really easily go into here. Now let's go back to this piece here. You can see I'm scratching this here. I'm scratching. It's not coming off. I mean, maybe if I really gouge it. It's not. It doesn't seem to be coming off actually. So bending it around doesn't really stress very easily. I mean, you have to really bend it before you get the stresses. So that's V-Color for you. Stuff is pretty nice, but again, it's only for using on soft vinyl kits, or soft B, as we call it, here in Japan. Yeah.
So going back to the Flying Tigers, this is another kit that I've already showed us on my channel before. This is by Academy. This is a much better quality model than the 72nd scale one. This is a 1/48 scale, and this has the decals for Charles Older as well, but also Robert Neal, which is number 7, and he's the, I think the squad commander for the Adam and Eve's. Yes, yeah, Robert Neal. Yeah, squadron leader, Adam and Eve's. So yeah, it's good to see nice variety in these kits. The strange thing is that even though Hasegawa has released some Flying Tigers P40 Warhawks, they do not do with, they don't make them with the Republic of China roundels, you know, like here. You always see it with just the standard U.S. Army Air Corps stars. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why they are so averse to doing the Chinese roundels on their model kits. Maybe it's because they market their stuff to mainland China, perhaps, and they don't like that because of the whole China versus Taiwan thing, you know? Because if you may not know, you know, Chiang Kai-shek, you know, he had fled to Taiwan when Mao Zedong with the communists had taken over China. And, you know, to this day, there's always a lot of, you know, friction between the two countries. So, what else is there to talk about? I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at my notes here, and I think I've run out of things to say. Finally. Wow. There is something else. I have my Tumblr page where I upload pictures of model kits and such that I'm working on. I had been posting YouTube video links on my Tumblr account, but I've started to I'm not doing that anymore because it's kind of duplicating things too much, and it's kind of cluttering up my Tumblr account. What I want to do is just have pictures of model builds on my Tumblr account. So I don't think I'm forgetting anything. What else can I say? Plastic models are cool, huh? Shut up, Stephanie. Nobody asked you. Get out of here. Get lost. Nobody asked for your opinion. Just shut up. Gosh. People are so stupid. Hey, speaking of stupid people on the internet, I just remembered this is the one last thing. So by demand, by maybe one or two people at least, I'm going to share some interesting YouTube comments I've received on some of my videos. So yeah, when you do YouTube videos and crap, you have to you have to have some thick skin and be able to laugh at people. You gotta laugh this kind of stuff off. So I'm gonna read a few trolley type of YouTube comments for you guys. All right, so the first video, or the first video comment here. This is my NPC Star Wars Rebel Transport. I think this is like, I don't know whatever it was. It's like maybe the second or third video. Okay, Mr. Robert Young. He says, well, I'll tell you the truth, unlike others, chameleon, you come and go. Damn, man, I've never seen so much work go into lights in a Model B4. You made it 1,000,000 times more complicated than it needed to be. Damn, just buy a cheap $2 toy with blue LEDs, cannibalize it and install it. Bingo, bango, it's done. And he did a good job thumbing up his own comment. Yeah. So he, instead of just going straight to an electronics store and buying some, 30 yen LEDs and wiring the stuff together, this guy, his clever idea is for me to drive all over town, maybe checking out 100 yen shops or whatever, finding hopefully maybe something that has blue LEDs in it, and then hacking that up, prying it open and trying to cannibalize the LEDs out of it with or without any sort of resistors and such. And then somehow that means bingo bango, it's done.
I want you to take this crowbar and just bash my head right in. Go ahead, really, please. Just bash it right in.
This guy probably has never done this himself. I'm just guessing that he's never actually built any model, because he's talking about, I've never seen so much work go into lights. I don't know if he's actually done this kind of thing himself, but yeah, I'm not about to drive all over town looking for cheap toys and mashing them open just to get to the LEDs, and with hopefully without breaking everything inside. It's just stupid. This guy's a chump. Alright, so next stupid comment from YouTube. Ass monkeys. Oh yeah, Dominique W. Hey, SteveTheFish.net, I love your video. Keep it up. I want to start making YouTube videos soon, too. Patreon. Okay, yeah, peace and love, Dominique. Yeah, I'm sure that this is tailor-made just specifically for me. Yeah. Patreon. I don't know why. How successful do people like this think that they are? I mean, I don't know. Then again, I don't understand how people can make money off of those Nigerian scams. Bizarre, man. Totally bizarre. Alright, next stupid comment. Nobody wants to watch your shaky ass low resolution crap video, you fucking loser. Fuck you, clickbait asshole. Wow. Clickbait, huh? Okay, so this is the video that I made with a trip to the Tamiya store in Tokyo, and I never would have thought that that was clickbait. I mean, you actually see the inside of the store. This guy doesn't really understand what clickbait is. How about if I just do some clickbait versions and tell me what you think? Alright, so clickbait number 1. This busty Japanese girl went to the Tamiya store to buy acrylic paints, but you'd never expect what she bought instead. Or how about this? 8 years ago, a shark was once spotted at the Tamiya store. Now, the shark returns, and this happens. Or how about this? 30 photos of when a busty Japanese girl befriends a sea monster at the Tamiya store. Number 30 will leave you in tears. Okay, so that is what clickbait is. And none of my videos are clickbait. So this guy is a total turdcopter. He does not understand what it really means. The likes to dislikes ratio, I have 640 likes and 41 dislikes. Okay, so I don't know how any of this is clickbait unless the way that I had phrased the description, here is the video many of you have been waiting for. You might say that might be possibly clickbait, but you know, whatever.
Here is one last addition to this video. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This just came tonight. I had pre-ordered this on Amazon, and my mother, let me tell you about my mother. Check this out. So it's called Full Cock. So this is a water gun, Elfin Knights Project. Oh my gosh. It's a Takagi Type M 2019 Water Blaster Real Form Water Gun Series. Well, I wonder what else is going to be in this water gun series. It would be cool if they had like a Han Solo blaster or something. So yeah, this is the Rick Deckard blaster in water gun form. Oh my gosh, this is cool. Look at this. I don't know what this is for. Am I supposed to attach this or something? What does this do? I don't know what this is about. I don't know. What is this orange thingy? Well, whatever, I guess, right? Who cares, huh? Anyhow, yeah, this is really, really cool. This is a Blade Runner squirt gun. It doesn't use the word Blade Runner, of course. It's not officially licensed or whatever, but here you have it. This is really cool. The double triggers and everything. This is really cool. So, there's only one thing I can do right now, and I need my wife's help to do it. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. It's been well over an hour by now. Thank you for watching. If you watched this whole thing, then wow, I guess my videos aren't that boring after all. So thanks for watching, and as usual, live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and so long, and thanks for all the fish. Goodbye.